Good morning. It's September 19th, 2011. It is a Monday, start of another work week, and at least we're starting it off on a dry and tranquil note with high pressure currently anchored over Maine, building down, or what we call basically cold air damming down the East Coast. Now, obviously, we don't have any significant cold air, but if this high pressure system was in the winter, we'd probably call this cold air damming with cold air dammed against the Appalachian Mountains. So we have this ridging down the east coast, and as a result, we can expect scattered clouds and dry conditions throughout the afternoon. But as you can see, we have trouble brewing out in the Ohio River Valley and the Central Great Lakes as a cold front and one of several disturbances starts to approach the northern Mid-Atlantic with a threat for showers. Let's take a look at the infrared satellite picture, and you can see high pressure keeping the clouds at bay. You can actually see there's a bit of a line here of dry air preventing the clouds, the higher cloud cover, from building into the northern mid-Atlantic. We also have an area low pressure that spawned a little bit of surprise rainfall right along the New Jersey coast on Saturday afternoon. And also we have, of course, another disturbance on the way behind this disturbance. So pretty much for today, we're looking at excellent weather conditions, and then everything heads downhill thereafter for the rest of the week. I just want to show the water vapor satellite picture. They kind of show you all the disturbances that are approaching the East Coast. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have another one entering right here, 6. And these disturbances, what they're doing is starting to carve out a trough in the eastern United States. We're heading towards our cold season pattern. And that pattern is starting to basically show a high pressure or ridge over the west coast and a trough or a deep area of upper level low pressure over the east coast. And what that usually produces is a storm track that basically shoots towards the Pacific Northwest, over the Rockies, down through the plains, towards the Gulf Coast, and up the east coast. If that sounds familiar from last winter, well, you're probably right. I'll have more on that, by the way, for next month, towards the end of next month, with the winter forecast, which I'm sure many of you are already sending emails and tweets about the forecast. Yes, it's coming out in late October. So let's take a look at the forecast for tonight. If you're going out to the Giants game or the Phillies game, Giants obviously football, expect excellent weather conditions, clear skies. We have this weak upper level ridge between this upper level low and this trough that will protect our region from any type of precipitation, but moisture will be building over the northern mid-Atlantic, which means the clouds will be increasing through the game. Not that it really matters as long as it doesn't rain. Now, moving in through the rest of the week, we're going to have these weak disturbances moving through the northern mid-Atlantic. And what they'll do, they'll produce scattered showers. Now, I'm not expecting a complete washout through the entire week, but these disturbances through Friday are going to keep the threat of scattered showers in the forecast each day. Now, not every location will see showers, but where the showers do develop, rainfall amounts can range anywhere from a half an inch to 2.5 inches, depending on where they train, how they set up, and how strong the disturbances are on each day. Basically, we're going to have to see each morning exactly how strong these disturbances are and where exactly they're moving. The forecast guidance as far as rainfall amounts, well, basically pick your model and pick your time period, because each model run has produced a slightly different outcome as far as where the heaviest rain is going to set up and, of course, how much rain will actually fall. And that's because each model has a different take on each one of these disturbances. So we're going to keep an eye on that through the week. There will be a threat for some minor flooding, especially in the Lehigh, Delaware, and the Raritan River valleys from northwestern New Jersey through eastern Pennsylvania. But for the most part, I think most locations will basically deal with unsettled weather conditions, variable to overcast skies, and temperatures actually averaging near normal, basically in the 70s to even a few lower 80s on Thursday. Now, towards the end of the week into the weekend, what we're going to be watching for is this upper level low right here. Now, the models have different takes on exactly how this upper level low will develop. The European model guidance, for example, cuts off this low, drops it into the southeast, and keeps our weather pattern relatively unsettled through Saturday, and then high pressure builds in on Sunday. The GFS, though, is a little bit more progressive, keeping the upper level low further to the north and keeping unsettled conditions in place through next weekend. For now, I'm going with the European model guidance, but I have some reservations on just how strong this upper level low is going to be. So the forecast, basically from tonight on through the rest of the week, will be a threat for scattered showers, unsettled conditions, overcast skies, and temperatures near normal in the 70s, approaching the lower 80s on Thursday and back down into the 70s by Friday. By this weekend, I'm expecting high pressure from Canada to slowly build into the northern mid-Atlantic, with drying conditions Saturday night on through Sunday, and temperatures returning to slightly below normal levels in the 60s to lower 70s. Thank you for trusting in NYNJPA Weather as your severe weather source for the northern mid-Atlantic. To find the latest weather information and severe weather coverage, always trust in nynjpaweather.com or find NYNJPA Weather on Twitter, Facebook, and Tumblr. I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Have an excellent day.